Many fans were introduced to actor Dev Patel with his breakout role in the 2008 movie Slumdog Millionaire. Look how little you were back then.
You see those ears.
I know. They have served you well, Dev Patel. His latest project is a critically acclaimed movie, Lion, based on the true story of a 5-year-old boy. This child becomes separated from his family and struggles to survive on the streets of Calcutta, India. More than 20 years later, he begins a journey to find his birth family.
You need to face reality.
What do you mean, reality? Do you have any idea what it's like knowing my real brother and mother spend every day of their lives looking for me? Huh? How every day my real brother screams my name. Can you imagine the pain they must be in not knowing where I am? Huh? 25 years, Luce. 25!
Why didn't you tell me that was happening for you?
We just want to bow out in our privileged lives. It makes me sick.
Wow. Forbes says that Lion is one of this year's finest achievements and a top contender for Best Picture. Dev Patel has earned a Golden Globe nomination for his role. I can't wait for the Oscar nominations, Dev Patel, because your name's going to be called.
I know.
Don't you all agree? Welcome to the table.
Welcome
this movie is so good, and you are so good. I'm going to try not to gush over you. I can't tell you. We watched it over Christmas break with a group of people, all ages, and everybody in the room sat there and applauded when it was over. So let's start with this.
And I watched it with my kids, too, and we absolutely loved it. It's so terrific.
It really is. We can't say enough about it. I've heard you say that this role was nourishing for you.
Yeah.
I've never heard an actor describe it as nourishing. What does that mean? What do you mean?
I think, you know, journeys like this are really few and far between for an Indian actor like myself. So when the script came in, I instantly recognized it as just a astounding anthem of humanity, really, you know. And I went on this long 8-month kind of pilgrimage as this character, traveling across the trains in India, you know, meeting the most incredible people, you know, trying to change my accent, the way I looked, and I really grew as an individual.
All to get in preparation for the role.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
And you said you related to it personally because why?
Well, at its core,
other than being Indian,
yeah,
there was more to it than that for you.
Well, I'm a mummy's boy, first of all.
Yes,
and it's about mothers and sons. So that's a really, you know, Saru is really lucky because he's got these 2 pillars of love at either end of the world. He's got this amazing Indian mother who raised these 3 children alone, you know, and they were, you know, they really struggled. She was a laborer. And he was torn away from her and lost on this train, and then he had a second chance at life with this Australian family. At
5 years old, he was torn away.
Yeah,
when he's found, they said, "What's your mother's name?" And all he could say was "Mum."
Exactly, Ummi, because he wasn't educated, and also it's just a story about identity and growing up in London, having that duality of being a British and also an Indian. Those ideas of home and roots and culture really resonated with me in a big way.
It's just the most remarkable story, and it's a true story.
Yes.
And you met Saru.
Yeah,
the real Saru.
Yeah, the whole family, in fact. Saru, Sue, John, the whole family. They're just such incredible people. Like the idea that this boy, you know, could somehow find his mother from space using this app, this Google Earth app, you know, needle in a haystack. And it was this young boy who had an incredible photographic memory. And you know, you see the struggle that he faces to survive on the streets of Calcutta as a child. It really is harrowing, actually.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman plays your mother.
Yeah.
And who plays your younger self?
This young boy called Sunny Pawar. And he's never been in front of a camera before. They found him from open casting call of over 2,000 children, and he walks in.
Never been in anything?
Never seen a Hollywood film before or been on a plane. And so this whole press tour, you know, having him around, he met Bill Clinton, who came to one of our screenings. It's been incredible, but he truly is a little superstar.
And one of the most gorgeous boys I've ever seen. I mean, he literally does.
Oh, I know. He lights up the screen.
He just jumps off of the screen.
Yeah.
But I'm fascinated by your accent because you spent a lot of time, they say, 8 months to perfect this accent. Is an Australian accent hard, considering you have a British accent?
Yeah, I don't really have a good ear for accents, so it takes me a long time to grasp. And also, with the Aussie accent, it can very easily become caricature, and you can go too broad and start sounding like, you know, Crocodile Dundee or something. So to cut away the fat so that you're really it's ingrained into your DNA, so you're really feeling and thinking in that voice. It takes a lot of time.
Was it hard to concentrate on the accent while concentrating on the acting and telling the story at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
would
lot
think
to
so.
juggle, but you know, credit goes to our director, Garth Davis, who, you know, when you're in the ring with such incredible actors and you've got this director who's just so amazing at setting an atmosphere, a tone, you know, and you know, there's no CGI or anything like that. We're reacting to real landscapes, you know, the beautiful sweeping Tasmania, you've got India, and you know, everyone came to it very emotionally pregnant. You know, we were all so ready.
Pregnant, I like that phrase.
You've been well served by good directors, haven't you?
I've been very lucky. Yeah. I have. You know, I started off with Danny Ball, and I say Danny Ball put me on the map, and Garth Davis put me on Google Maps. But
Yeah, but you also don't use social media, do you?
no, I'm actually technologically very bad. Like I'm so bad with all that, and I prefer to keep my life very simple and yeah.
So you do that on purpose?
Yeah, I think so. I like my privacy, you know, and I don't think there's much I can really tweet about that anyone would be interested in. So.
Oh, Dev, you'd be surprised.
You
how
still have a
interested people would
BlackBerry?
be.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, okay.
I've recently graduated from that. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Dev Patel, congratulations. The movie is so terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah, continued success.